Welcome to today's episode of Essential Oil Education. Episode 1.1, where we continue to discuss what is an essential oil. And actually, look today at what an essential oil is not. So it seems rather contradictory, but I think it is important to understand these points that I'm going to be bringing up today in order to really understand what we're dealing with and what an essential oil really is. So the first point that I would like to mention today, and what an essential oil is not, is essential oils are not the life force or the lifeblood or the essence of a plant. In the essential oil and aromatherapy industry, I think definitions are hugely important on terms, because if by life force or essence you mean the definition I gave in the previous episode, then theoretically, yes, they would be the life force or essence of the plant. Unfortunately, in most cases, when those terms are used to describe essential oils, they don't mean what they should in order to use them as a definition for essential oils. Essential oils certainly play a factor in defense mechanisms, healing processes, pollination attraction, and various other things within the plant, but it doesn't actually have anything to do with the life force of the plant. And if you use the term essence to describe the aroma and taste of a plant, then that also could be accurate. Unfortunately, in most cases, people don't use the term essence to refer to just the aroma and the flavor of the plant, because a lot of times essential oils do capture the aroma and the flavor, but not always. The second point I'd like to mention today is that essential oils do not flow through the plant like blood flows through the human body. The essential oils are often stored within small sacs on the surface of the plant, or they're stored within the roots or the bark or the wood, but they are not flowing through the plant as blood flows through the body. And in a lot of cases, some essential oils don't actually, or some volatile compounds don't actually get created until the plant is damaged, or there is some reason for the plant to produce that volatile compound. The third point I would like to bring up today is that essential oils are not comprised of a single compound. Within lavender essential oil, there is no lavender molecule. What makes up lavender essential oil from the plant processes, from the distillation processes, from the post-distillation processes, are a number of different chemical compounds. And they are all part of the process, and they are all come from the plant. But to give you an example, peppermint essential oil contains menthol, menthone, methyl acetate, 1,8-cineol, isomenthone, neomenthol, beta-caryophyllene, limonene, methylfuran, and beta-pinene, just to name a few. If you look at the complete list of different chemical compounds that are found within the peppermint essential oil, you will see that there's a lot of them. And so it would be highly inaccurate to think of essential oils as a single molecular compound. They are a blend of various different chemical compounds, and if you don't understand that, it can lead to unsafe use of essential oils. Which brings me to my next point, that essential oils are not 100% harmless. Again, if you don't understand the previous point, it would be very easy to think that essential oils are completely 100% harmless. And part of that sometimes comes from the fact that purity gets drawn into that conversation, which I discuss in another episode. But it's very important to understand that essential oils, if used incorrectly, improperly, or unsafely, can cause harm. They can cause organ damage. They can cause mucous membrane irritation. They can cause rashing or burning, chemical burning on the skin. And a number of other harmful side effects. Again, if used improperly. Now, essential oils are generally considered safe, and they're often less harmful than other substances, for sure. But to think for a second that essential oils, because they're natural and pure, are harmless is a very dangerous mindset to hold. And the last point that I'd like to bring up in this episode of #Essential Oil Education is one that I find used as a means to close sales or push sales by giving essential oils a religious significance that does not exist. And that point is that essential oils are not mentioned in the Bible. Commonly, people will suggest that they are. This is an indication that they do not know what they're talking about. They have not bothered to look into the history of essential oils or the history of biblical times. The Bible certainly mentions aromatic oils. That for sure is true. And aromatic plants. However, when it talks about aromatic oils, those oils are most likely infused oils, which I get into in a later episode as well, but they are not essential oils. And the reason for this is because essential oils have not always existed as we know them. But around 1000 AD, a Persian polymath by the English name of Avicenna discovered the process of steam distillation, which has since that time been refined. We've had a number of technological advancements in the process. We've had a number of study on this process to obtain a purer, more concentrated substance from plant matter. So from about 1000 AD onward, we can suggest that references to aromatic oils could be essential oils. However, even around the 1000 AD mark, a lot of aromatic oils were still infused oils. Not until later on that we start seeing essential oils as we know them today. So, the Bible, which references a time prior to 1000 AD, it is highly unlikely, super highly unlikely, that any reference to aromatic oil is a reference to essential oil as we know it. So when the salespeople say that, oh, baby Jesus was gifted essential oil of frankincense and myrrh, oftentimes what that will do is evoke a certain, oh, I should get essential oils of frankincense and myrrh. But the fact of the matter is, the baby Jesus was most likely given, if it was oil, it was an infused oil, and in most cases was likely given the raw resin from frankincense and myrrh trees, not an oil. I'd like to thank you for joining me today on this episode of #Essential Oil Education. I hope you found it insightful and deepening of your understanding of aromatherapy and essential oils. If you have any comments, concerns, or questions, or feedback, I would love for you to leave them either in the space below, or you can email them to hello@brotherhoodaromatics.com, and I would be happy to answer those. You can also contact us through our website at www.brotherhoodaromatics.com, and we look forward to hearing from you. We also look forward to seeing you on the next episode, where we will finish discussing what is an essential oil. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. Cheers.